Did you know the Ravens are going through a massive cap space crisis that could change everything in 2025? That's right, a situation that could either help the team survive or lead to a total collapse. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through every detail of this drama shaking Baltimore and why things might get even more intense moving forward. Stay with me until the end to understand how these decisions could impact the entire season and the future of the team. Go Ravens! June 1st might seem like just another date on the calendar, but for NFL teams, it's a major financial turning point. From this day forward, teams can move contracts more strategically, deferring the impact of bonuses for players cut or traded to the following year. This means teams facing budget constraints get some breathing room to plan important signings and reinforcements without immediately hurting their salary cap. For the Ravens, the financial relief from the June 1st rule was crucial. After a series of cuts and retirements that shook the roster, the team found some breathing space in their budget. The franchise gained a chance to better invest in the roster, considering possible reinforcements or contract renewals, which is essential to keep the team competitive next season. The technical operation of this rule is simple but powerful. If a player is cut before June 1st, all remaining bonus money accelerates into that year's salary cap. However, if the cut comes with a post-June 1st designation, that amount is split over 2 years, half in 2025 and the rest in 2026. This gives teams huge flexibility to build a more competitive roster without breaking the budget. With this new reality, the Ravens paved the way for a series of important decisions, such as releasing Marcus Williams, who became a key piece in this financial puzzle. Marcus Williams' departure from the Ravens was one of the most impactful decisions of this offseason. Williams arrived in 2022 with expectations of being a key defensive piece, signing a 5-year, $70 million contract. In his first 2 years, he lived up to those expectations, helping solidify the team's secondary and providing much-needed deep coverage security. But everything changed in 2024 when his performance dropped drastically and he became more of a problem than a solution. Williams' performance decline was so sharp that his allowed passer rating soared to an alarming 148.4, one of the worst in the league. This meant opposing quarterbacks had an easy time when targeting his area. To make matters worse, Darius Washington seized his opportunity to shine when Williams was sidelined and quickly became a starter, pushing Williams to a secondary role. This stark contrast to his early promise highlighted the collapse in form. Cutting Williams with the post-June 1st designation gave the team important financial flexibility by spreading the bonus cap hit between 2025 and 2026. This move eased immediate cap pressure, allowing the Ravens to consider reinforcements and adjustments in other weak spots. For Williams, it meant searching for a new team willing to give him a second chance in the NFL, something that hasn't happened yet. And in this atmosphere of change and cuts, the Ravens also had to face an even more delicate situation. Justin Tucker's exit, marked not just by declining performance, but by off-field controversies that shook the veteran's reputation. Justin Tucker's release shocked many fans since he's widely regarded as the best kicker in franchise history. However, the 2024 season exposed weaknesses no one expected. With a career-worst field goal percentage of just 73.3%, Tucker couldn't maintain the team's trust in crucial moments. What was once a certainty turned into doubt, heavily influencing the decision to part ways. But what really sealed his fate was something far more serious: sexual misconduct allegations that surfaced early in the offseason. Although Tucker has denied all accusations, which date back to 2012 to 2016, the damage to his reputation was enough for the Ravens to release him. For a franchise that values its public image, keeping a player under such suspicion risked unnecessary internal and external strain. This situation made clear that off-field behavior matters as much as on-field performance when making decisions. The post-June 1st designation helped the franchise minimize immediate financial impact by splitting the cap hit between 2025 and 2026, keeping future planning intact. For Tucker, however, the outlook is more complicated. He has yet to sign with another team, and the stain on his career may hinder his NFL comeback. Still, not all roster moves were controversial. Michael Pierce's retirement was another significant factor that shook the lineup and freed up even more cap space.
All right, we're already past the halfway point of this video, but before we continue, I noticed you haven't left a like yet. It's really important because it helps YouTube keep showing you my content so I can keep bringing you the best news about the Baltimore Ravens. So go ahead and hit that like button. It's free and it really helps. Thanks. Now let's get back to it.
Michael Pierce, one of the most respected names on the Ravens' defensive line, officially decided to retire on June 1st. While not a complete surprise, the news shook the locker room and the management's plans. Pierce was always known for his physical strength and his ability to stop opposing runs, qualities the Ravens have highly valued. His departure leaves both a technical and emotional gap on the team. Pierce's retirement coincided with a financial window that allows teams to better manage the cap hit. Since he retired exactly on that date, the Ravens were able to redistribute the money he still had to be paid, helping the franchise keep its finances balanced while opening room for new players. Although sad for the fans, this move was seen as positive for the team's financial health. Beyond the financial aspect, Pierce's retirement marks the end of an era. He was a quiet leader in the locker room, always respected by his teammates. His absence will be felt, especially because of the grit he showed on the field and his commitment to the team. The management will now have to find someone capable not only of filling his technical role, but also providing the leadership he delivered. With this combination of cuts, retirements, and controversies, the Ravens finally have a looser salary cap to think about the future. This brings us to the direct impact of all these changes on the cap space and the strategies for the next season. With the releases of Marcus Williams and Justin Tucker, along with Michael Pierce's retirement, the Ravens have gained significant financial breathing room. According to various sources, like Brian McFarland from the Russell Street Report, the team now has between $18.5 million and $20.95 million in cap space for 2025. This difference between sites like Over the Cap and SpotTrack is normal, as each uses slightly different methodologies to calculate bonuses and guarantees. What matters is that the team now has more maneuvering room. This extra money could be the key to acquiring reinforcements in weak positions or renewing contracts for key players entering their final contract year. Flexibility in the salary cap is one of the secrets to building championship teams because it allows management to be more aggressive in the offseason and not hostage to last-minute cuts or bad contracts. With this financial relief, the team can plan calmly, focusing on quality, not just quantity. Additionally, this space can help protect the team from unexpected events such as serious injuries or suspensions, which might require emergency reinforcements. Having a budget cushion means being prepared for the unexpected, something fundamental in such a competitive league like the NFL. This type of planning is what separates average teams from those that truly fight for the title every year. Now, with a more organized financial future, the Ravens face the challenge of using this advantage in the best possible way to return to being one of the NFL's powerhouses by investing in talent and maintaining a strong core for upcoming seasons. Now that you've seen every detail of the Ravens' cap space meltdown, it's clear the team's future stands at critical crossroads. These financial decisions aren't just numbers. They will determine whether Baltimore survives the storm or faces a total disaster. With so many uncertainties and risks, the 2025 season promises to be full of tension and surprises. What do you think? Will the Ravens turn things around, or are we witnessing an unprecedented crisis? Share your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned to not miss any updates on this saga.
And if you, just like me, are passionate about the world of football and want to learn more about the Ravens' legacy, don't leave this video without sharing it with that friend who is also a Baltimore Ravens fan and will love this content. See those video suggestions on your screen? The first one was handpicked just for you, and the other is a recommendation from YouTube itself. See you there, and until the next video, go Flock.